funky time celebration. Freak out to the boogie of the grooving. Gotta get your moves on. Let yourself go crazy. Look out, there's a beast in your soul. You're out of control. It's an animal inside you. A little bit of dancing, a little romance, and now your time has come to party. It's the jiggle wiggle party. It's the jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's the jiggle wiggle Friday party, party now. It's the jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's the jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's the jiggle wiggle Saturday night. You feel another happy hour coming on now. You're emancipated. Reach out to the rhythm of the music, pounding in your brain now. Got your soul insane, and you feel the heat coming on. You feel that someone, attraction's burning deep down in the middle of your soul. That's when you know your time has come to party. It's a jiggle wiggle party. It's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Friday party, party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night. You feel the heat coming on. Feel that someone, attraction's burning deep down in the middle of your soul. That's when you know your time has come to party. It's a jiggle wiggle party. It's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Friday party, party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Friday party, party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. It's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Friday party, party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday night party now. It's a jiggle wiggle party. Oh, it's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. It's a jiggle wiggle Saturday. Come on. Turn your radio up if you wanna get down. Life can be too serious, I'm saying. Let your hair fall down, get your mojo up. Ready to hit that dance floor and stop playing. You got feelings deep inside that you wanna let loose, yeah. Don't hold back 1 minute more. There's a world for you out there. Go! Whole world's rocking to the dance floor. Hold on, world's flocking to the dance floor. Everybody looking for loving, yeah, yeah. Whole world's rocking to the dance floor. Hold on, world's flocking to the dance floor. Everybody looking for loving, yeah, yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, when you're on the attack, your chances of falling in love are much better. No time to be shy, let the twinkle in your eye shine like a diamond in its setting. You know that it's part
Hey, how's everybody doing? Good evening, YouTube. Good evening. It's another Asia session. Another opportunity to be disciplined professional traders as we navigate these charts. Hope you had a good day. I hope you made some money on that run up that we just had a little while ago. We had a nice run up today with gold. It really didn't happen until late, or just even actually after the New York session. I was done trading by the time it really started going up. Had kind of a strange day trading myself. My broker logged me out in the middle of a trade. I got slipped a few times. Not the greatest experience for me today, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, let's get this going. How about some lights, camera, action? Hey, good to hang out with you tonight. Good to be on stream. Let's take a look at the charts. Let's kind of see where we are. All right, turn the music down just a little bit, but we'll leave on the catchy melodies. How about that for just a little bit? Price is in a, well, I have put it in a box. I've put it in this little white rectangle here. It is in about a 2 pip range from about 34.17 and a half, or almost 34.18, and on the bottom side almost 34.16. So in a very narrow range. Now usually, you know, we like to see the charts spread out like this, but the problem with doing that tonight is the price is in such a narrow range that it could start moving, and it would kind of give us the illusion of price moving really violently in one direction or the other, and it really not being a move. And so it entices you to kind of get into a trade when there's no really no trade there to be had. So we kind of got to leave it scrunched up like that. Here, if we look on the 5-minute chart, we're the same way. Let me get rid of the indicators so we can just see the naked chart with the vertical, the vertical line that divides where the Asia session began at 6 p.m. New York time tonight. We are at about 7:33 p.m. right now, so we've been open for about an hour and a half, and price has not moved out of this range. It's just stayed right in there. You can ignore this line here. This is pancakes. That is reference for me, so let's just pretend like that line is not there right now. So what we're dealing with here is on top, right above us, we have the what is that? The DM3 pivot is right here. This purple line that you can kind of faintly see there. To the downside, we have the previous day value area high right here. This is the area where prior to 6 p.m. on this side of the ledger, most of the volume, or the price where most volume was traded rather, was right here. And so we can expect price to get down here and kind of decide what it wants to do. Keep going down, go up, but it will stall there and make that decision, most likely. Right below that, we have a previous day value, previous day high volume node. That's another area that is like I'm messing things up. So this is this orange line here is the previous day value area high. It is not the point of control. It is the value area high. This is a high volume node. The same rule applies. The price is going to get there and kind of try to make a choice, decide what it wants to do. This one too. Right down here we have the WM4, the weekly midpoint 4. That is another pivot. And then right below that we have the daily pivot point. It's right there. So we could go either direction here right now in terms of pivots. We could go up or down. There's room to trade both directions. We just have to be a little cautious on the, with these stop signs along the way. Now, if I'm looking at where our supports and resistances are, let's bring the indicators back in. We don't have any resistances until up here. We don't really have any supports, you know, until maybe down here. That's where this green line is. We've got this 200 period moving average coming through here that might provide some dynamic support. And if I'm looking at my MetaTrader right now, I don't see that we have too much to worry about in either direction in terms of supports and resistances. A little bit on the 5-minute chart. I don't have the MetaTrader up to share with you right now, so why don't I do that? Bear with me just one moment. In the meantime, we'll listen to a little Jiggy Wiggle Party. Okay. Let's I'll see you over here at camera 3. All right, here we are. All right. Here's our MetaTrader. Let's figure out which screen we're showing. There we go. All right, so here on the 5-minute, which is this one down here, I'm moving. You see my cursor's over that right there, the mouse. Okay, so we see a little bit of resistance right here at 34.18 and a quarter, and we see some support down here at 34.13. But if we get a little momentum going, we should be able to break out of this zone. Certainly, if not right away, a little bit into the session, we should be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to calm things down in terms of bringing down that music there and bring the trading screen volume up just a little bit. And we're going to calm it down now as we get into a groove. What do you say? A little peaceful piano. As we get into the zone and decide that we're going to make some money tonight, right? Okay. Let's get the Zoom room up. See who's joining us tonight. There we go. Now we're going to share the audio with the Zoom room. There we go. Okay. Let's get over to the broker, make sure the broker is connected. Looks like we're coming down a little bit here. We broke through, no, we didn't break through it. We're still above that support. Right there. On the 1 minute, we've hit a little bit of a support, but it does look like price is wanting to come down right now. Let's look at our relative strength indicator here. Got the US dollar and gold at about parity right now in terms of their relative strength. The US dollar here at negative 0.9, and the gold is at -1. So no real indication there that we're going either direction yet, but that tends to be a lagging indicator, so we will see the direction a little bit before that indicator tells us what it is. We don't have any news dropping in the Asia sessions. We rarely do. Tomorrow morning, Friday, in New York, the last day of the month, So it's one, it's a Friday. Two, it's the last day of the month. Both of those things indicate kind of a funky day in the market. End of week, end of week, traders, big institutional traders like to take profit. And end of the month, people are looking for their profit if they haven't locked it in already for the month. But it also is August. And August, a lot of the big market makers are on vacation. They're in the Hamptons, and they might not be trading at all this month. So that's why we've had such a thin market all month. It's been a really tough market to trade in, but we've made the best of it, as we do. Right now it looks like 58% of retail traders are short, 42% are long. Okay. So we took the indicators off here, and I showed you the naked chart. So now we have the indicators back on. And what you want to look at here is the direction of travel, which are these yellow lines, the solid yellow line running down the middle of the channel, and the dotted lines marking either extreme of the channel. So this shows that on the 5-minute chart, we are in an uptrend. So price is coming down right now. Could be coming down and hitting the bottom of this channel. Maybe hit the previous day value area high here, and then bounce off of it and start coming back up. And it could be doing that. Or we could be at a point of reversal where we have gone up vertically about as far as we're going to get without another catalyst pushing price up, and it's time for price to come back down. It could fall through the bottom here, hesitate there, but continue to fall through, and then we would see the channel begin shifting downward and show us that we are then in a downtrend. If we go over here, all right, this is supposed to be the 5-minute, and this is supposed to be the 1-minute. So if we're looking at the 1-minute, we see that the 1-minute is already showing us that we're in a little bit of a downtrend. That can shift more easily than the 5-minute. All we have to do is start heading up outside of this channel, and that will start changing and moving up. Right now, so that channel, you'll notice when it's an uptrend, it's yellow. When it's a downtrend, it's blue, just like our candlesticks. We use Hakanashi candlesticks. And the other things that you want to pay attention to, other than the direction of travel there, and this is called, this channel that shows the direction of channel is called a linear regression channel. And these lines here, orange and red, mark resistance zones or resistance levels, and green marks support levels. Those are the ones you really want to pay attention to today. Some of these squiggly lines in here, and like this horizontal or this diagonal line here, you don't really have to worry about that. So really you want to just keep your eye on the direction of travel and these support and resistance zones. And then the way that we trade will become clear. We do all of our charting on the spot gold chart. The price of spot gold right now is $3,415.30, but we do our trading on futures. The price of futures is $3,475.10, but these charts move in tandem. Every tick down that spot gold takes, futures takes as well. So this is the only futures chart I have up of all the charts that I'm looking at. All of the other charts are spot gold charts. You can kind of get an idea of what my layout looks like if I turn on this camera. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to leave that camera up, and we're going to turn down the lights, settle in. There we go. And see if we can make some money tonight.
What's good, man?
Hey, there he is, Tono. All right. What's the good word?
Did the run up?
What's that?
It did a nice run up.
Yeah, it did. It did. I was done trading by that time, but yeah, it did.
Yeah, you're still in the 34.17, right?
Yes, I am. Yep.
Okay. got here? Based off the 15-minute, it looks like we're coming down, but longer time frames are still up.
Yeah.
You got out of the 34.5, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Why is my MetaTrader freezing already?
Can you move your microphone a little further closer to your mouth?
Oh yeah. How about this?
That's better. Yep. Thank you.
All right. Yep, the market goes up, down, and sideways. Just keeps repeating itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Up, down, and sideways. Market does three things: break out in trend, break out in reverse, or stay in the zone.
Yeah. You see, we ain't seen E-Man. He got that house. He never went. He's like a part-time trader.
What do you mean?
Whenever he buys a house to flip, he disappears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I suppose it takes up all of his time. I mean, I get it. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
main source of his livelihood right now.
It
And
is.
he knows how to do it.
Yeah, he kills it though. He knows what he's doing when it comes to it. You got to
Yeah.
see some of these houses.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love to see him.
he definitely got a talent for it. Okay, we're doing well. I've completed the payback.
All right. Well, just going to remind everyone that the kind of entry that I'm looking for, the kind of trades that make sense to my futures trading strategy, are called leapers. I'm looking for a trade. Probably there are two kinds of trades I'm looking for. One of them is a breakout and continuation, and the other one is a hit a level and reverse, and trade back into the zone, back into the range. Either way, price has to reach a clean level, meaning a level that has been tested at least once or twice previously and held. The push has to be real, either back into the range or out of the range. It has to be I want to see at least a 2-candle confirmation. We have to be within the right session, so we are. That's the Asia session or the New York session. Within the time frame of about 8 to 10 for Asia, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time, or about 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time for the New York session. And it has to be giving me a safe leash. So what that means is I put a stop, very tight stop, 12 ticks away. No matter where I enter, that stop is 12 ticks away. I don't use market structure to determine where to put that stop. It is 12 ticks. That is the farthest away that I will get out of a losing trade. So the criteria for me to get into a trade means that price can't be whipsawing a lot. It has to be pretty much just going in the direction of travel. It can go a little bit against me, but not very much. And so that's leapers. Level, clean, push, real, right session, safe leash.
Are you familiar with justification
You mean
when
like
it comes to Word documents?
I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever see any professional books with it?
No, most books I see, they left justify but don't right justify.
Okay.
Have you seen books that are justified on both margins?
Well, when I'm talking about, I mean, like, you know how you have extra space between words?
If you're justifying on both margins, yes.
If you're doing yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. But I only justify on the left margin. I don't worry about the right margin.
But does that fit like a book paperback standard?
Yeah.
When you do that?
Yeah. Yep.
It does, huh?
Yeah. Grab any paper
Okay.
book. Grab any paper. Well, I don't want to misspeak because I suppose there are books that do both, but a lot of books that I look at will just let justify on the left and don't worry about the right.
Okay.
But I also know that goes against your OCD, so
Yeah, but you know what bothered me is this space in between the words is really flipping me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's bothered me almost more than anything. And I was talking to a guy who did the formatting for me. He was like, "This is the way it is, though." I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't care about the way it is."
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it anyway. At this point, you know,
Yeah.
I just got to get it done.
All right, we moved back up through this little 2-pip zone here. As I was mentioning earlier, here on the 1-minute chart, I put price in a box here in this little white rectangle. This was the opening range for the Asia session. And we came down out of it. This is now a failed breakout of that little range. We're coming back into it. Normally, when we're looking at the charts, I would spread this out so we can see a little more clearly what price is doing. The problem is that this is only a 2-pip range, and we run the risk then of seeing movements in here that will then look a lot bigger than they are, and they tempt us to get into trades when there is no trade to be had there. That is just that is a narrow range. No matter, I guess you can look at it as a large range, but that's we don't want to trade in there. That is too small of a range to try to trade. This horizontal line here that says pancakes, you can ignore that. That is just a note for me to know about a hedge that I have on my spot gold account that has nothing to do with what we're trading tonight. You can just ignore that. It's interesting that here on the 10-second chart, because before we were up here, but we have to go back to see that we were actually up here, and then that we came down, and now we're trying to push back into that range. You see it better on the 1 minute chart, but we were up here, came down, now we're trying to push back into the range. Deceiving on the 10-second chart because it looks like we're at the top of the range. If you've just joined us and you want an explanation of how, a little bit of the analysis and how my indicators work and what you want to pay attention to here, just go back about 10 minutes in the stream and before Tono joined, and you'll see that I was kind of laying that out. And then come join us live again here. Nothing's going to happen for the next few minutes. You won't miss anything. My Nebraska Cornhuskers are playing tonight, season opener.
Who's that?
Nebraska Cornhuskers football team, college football.
Oh.
Yeah, I know you're not into that, but I follow my Nebraska Cornhuskers religiously. All right, we have 1 minute for the hourly candle at 8 p.m. right. So nothing happened at 8 o'clock. That's kind of a dud.
Nope. You know the difference between the PDF being optimized and not being optimized?
Optimized for what?
I don't know. I've just tried to save it and it said, do you want it optimized? Just save it like you normally. Yeah, I'll just save it as a regular PDF.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Did you find any errors in the book that needed to be corrected?
I'm going through it now.
Uh-huh.
But the only thing I really see right now is that spacing, that whatever it's called,
Yeah, justification. Yeah.
justification. It makes the sentences all fit correctly.
Yeah.
But for somebody with OCD, it's like you might as well put me in a torture chamber. You know,
Yeah.
it's that. I'm watching the book, but I'm also watching the chart. If you see something, let me know.
All right.
All right.
I don't see anything. We're just dilly-dallying around here at the bottom of this channel on the 1 minute. Widened it up a little bit. Like I said, I wouldn't, but I thought it might as well at least see what's going on. You know what I always say when the market's like this?
What's that?
This is so boring.
Yeah,
This
I hear you. Yeah.
All right. Now we're moving a little bit more aggressively up into the channel, but Okay, we got to remember that this is just a 2-pip zone. So even though if you spread it out like this, now that looks like, wow, that's a big move, but that is not a big move. That is a little tiny
It's not
move.
a big move. Yeah, that's how they get you.
We look at this on an hourly chart. You'll see, let me pull this down here. So we had this big run up on Friday of last week when Jay Powell spoke and pushed that right up into there. But then we consolidated on Monday, came in and consolidated. Then on Tuesday we had a push up, one push up, consolidation. The end of Tuesday we had another push up, little consolidation, came back down. And then here on Wednesday another push up. Well, I guess I would call this a consolidation. Then one push up, a consolidation, another push up, little consolidation, and now another push up. So the market likes to move in threes. So today, at some point, not necessarily here in the Asia session, but at some point today, if we're just obeying technicals and there's no other catalyst moving the market, it's probably going to topple over and come back down. It might come down just to here at 33.87, but if there were a catalyst that drove it down, if tomorrow's economic data were really strong for the dollar, we could come all the way back down here to, down to this area, maybe the DS3. Unlikely. It's August. There's not going to be that much to move price, but it might come down to here. Yield has been dropping. Dollar has been dropping most of the day. Anyways, we are coming up on what I would call clean level. We're at the top of the range here on the 1 minute.
The top of the market for the day.
Top
since
of the
it opened,
market,
too.
right. And so we're likely to either bounce off of that and come back down or push through. I think I'm only interested in a push through here. I don't think I'm interested in a bounce back and come back down because the range is just too small.
Yeah.
Not enough strength differential either between the dollar and gold. We are still in this big resistance zone on the daily chart, on the monthly pivot chart.
Yeah.
Right here, this zone is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And I remember when I first started trading, I was thinking, oh, I should be able to do this on my phone. I'll trade on my phone.
You actually can, believe it or not.
I don't think I
You
could.
know,
I mean,
You don't think so?
I mean, I'd have to have TeamViewer up or whatever so I could see. You know, I can't trade without I need to see everything.
Yeah, let me correct myself. You can manage trades from your phone, but you can't actually trade just from your phone.
Right.
Or you
Yeah.
shouldn't just trade from your phone. Let me put it like that.
Yeah. It's funny, I was on with Rock and Mary this morning, and Mary took a trade, took a buy, and I said, oh, you just bought right into the WM4. And she said, or the DM4. And Rock said, oh, she doesn't pay attention to any of that stuff. And I said, wow. And then Mary says, I've made 100 pips this month. I, can't argue with that. Okay.
Well, no, the problem is, and this is the problem. I have a niece that I taught how to trade.
Uh-huh.
She's doing her $500 a day off of her phone,
Yeah, wow.
which tells me that, yeah, you can trade off your phone, but one of those days you're going to get caught, and you're going to break all your rules, and you're going to just get blown out.
Yeah.
So it's almost like paralysis by analysis. We look at everything before we make our decision to pull the trigger,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whereas a Mary or my niece, they simplified it down to just a couple of small things,
Uh-huh.
and they're making money.
Right.
But is that going to be sustainable long term?
Right. Yeah. That's exactly.
That's the question. You know, would you want to put your money out, your real money, on the table? And Mary's doing, I think, dollar pips right now, and she's great at what she's doing. But at some point, when she ups those pips
Mm-hmm.
values,
Yeah.
you get up to $50, she's not going to be trading like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can guarantee you that. So
Yeah.
what I was saying was, you can't actually trade. I don't think you should, but you can.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I manage my trades on, my spot trades on the phone. I don't
Right.
manage my futures trades on the phone because I'm never in futures trades when I'm not sitting here.
Yeah, you can't be in them that long.
Yeah. Okay, we're coming down now to the bottom of the channel here on the 1 minute. So now if we have some ambition and we break through the bottom, then that might be a trade as well. But we need to get through these support zones right here on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Or we need to just show that we're going to slice right through those easily.
This has been a really boring summer, but when it gets back, man, there's nothing. I can't think of anything better I would want to do. You know?
Then trade?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never go back into any brick or mortar or anything that requires me to leave my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just won't do it.
If you're wondering why I'm not taking this, we're on a support right here, folks, and we're on a support right here on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. And while it does look like price wants to slice through them, these are stacked orders, and so at any point as it gets through this zone, it could turn around, and that's just too risky to take a trade on that. So I'm going to wait for it to get to the swing low here on the 10-second, which will be through those support zones I just showed you, and we'll wait for price to react at this swing low and see what it does. Previous trade value area high. Price is hesitating there a little bit. Okay. Now in that 1 minute, price is looking a little overextended here, so I would like to see it find a little support, come up, a little profit taking, then turn back around and take it down further. Might get a little support here. The Renko's starting to turn around. Okay. Let's see if she comes through here. That's what we'd like to see next. I'd like to see more strength differential between the dollar and gold. I'd like to see the dollar up here in the blue, kind of like that New Zealand dollar right there. I'd like to see it right about there. I'd like to see the dollar a little bit more red. We have the 8:30 candle coming up in about 2 minutes. That means we might get a little more volume coming into the market. It might push to the downside. since that seems to be the direction it's going right now.
Yeah.
Anybody who did happen to get into a sell up here and took it all the way down, congratulations, you made some money. $15 seconds for that 8:30.
You know, we should also point out that we only trade the the Asian session because there are people that work 9 to 5,
Yeah,
and they don't have the ability to trade the New York session or the London session. So you're expecting a slower pace, less action.
yeah,
So it's much more boring.
yeah. We did kind of get what we wanted here on the 1 minute. We found some support, came up a little bit. I'd like to see it topple over and come back down. A little top heavy. Might be starting to topple over now. All right, let's see what it does here. I don't like that there's no strength differential between the dollar and gold right now. That might prevent me from getting into this.
And remember, we're not sitting down to trade. We're sitting down to look for trades. If they don't present themselves correctly, then we just don't take them.
Yeah, exactly.
Our next round is 9 o'clock. Let's see if something happens then.
Yep. If not, I think we call it.
Yeah.
Dum de dum de dum dum dum. sell.
Oh, this is the bottom of the day too.
Yeah.
So my rule is never sell at the bottom, never buy the top. Wait till they're broken.
Yeah.
one session. Couldn't get a dime out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It was very slow.
It's all right.
Yep. We will come back tomorrow and try it again. Tomorrow morning, last session of the month, last session of the week. We've got a little bit of
Curious
news.
to see what it's going to do.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna wait for this 9 o'clock candle, and then if nothing, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah. All right.
Got 2 minutes. One minute before we are put out of our misery. Unless it gets exciting. There it is. We're going to push down through this. As soon as we get off, it's going to drop through the floor and rocket down.
That's exactly what it's going to do. Yep. That's what it's going to do. Yeah.
Here it comes. Maybe it's going to do it while we're still here.
He's trying now. breakout maybe? No, let's try it.
Let's try and those candles are just so small though. Wait a minute, let's see here now.
It's not worth the risk for me
Yeah,
to make a couple of bucks. Well, you're not going to make 120, but you could lose 120.
right.
You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
moving enough for you to make 120.
Right, I agree.
So you can lose 120. So the risk is not worth the reward.
Yep, yep. All right, let's call it a night then.
Be back on tomorrow morning. You
Yep.
got it, man.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you in the morning, man.
Yeah. All right. Bye bye.
All right, brother. You got it, man.
Okay, YouTube. That is it for us. Gonna get all out of there. Let's bring the lights back up. Say our goodbyes. Okay. And let's turn this cameras around. And let's bring this up over here. There we go. All right. What are we missing here? There we go. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30. I'll probably get on just a little bit before 7:30, start doing the analysis. It's already scheduled on YouTube. I think I scheduled it for 7:20 actually. So if you're in YouTube, you can go to, my page and just hit the notification button so that you're notified when we come online. You start hearing this song. Yeah. Good tune, isn't it? Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out tonight. We will see you tomorrow morning.